Hello, welcome back. I'm Yi-Cheng, your Mandarin teacher online. In today's video, we are talking about to make a reservation. First, we will talk about how to express I want a reservation, or I want to make a reservation, or I want to reserve, book a seat, a table, like that. Number 2 is when. And then number 3, how many people? It will be a key question as well. Number 4, your information, please. Number 5, no tables left. What would you do? How would they ask you? How would they tell you? How you guys gonna solve the problem in that part? Number 6, double check. Okay, so we combine the number 1 and number 2. 定位, 定位. Think this word means to reserve, to book something. 位 actually means seat. So I think in English you guys would say to reserve a table or book a table. But in Mandarin, literally, it's talking about the seat. So conversation part. A is the customer, okay? 你好，我想要定位。你好，我想要定位。Hello, I would like to make a reservation. 想要 want to 定位 to reserve the seat. B, 请问你要定什么时候的位置？请问你要定什么时候的位置？请问 literally means politely asking and then you attach a question you want to say. So in this case, you want to 要定什么时候 reserve when 什么时候的位置 when seat, the seat of when, okay? And when I put them in bracket means it's fine if you omit this part. So you can actually just say, or maybe the person who work at the restaurant may ask you, 请问要订什么时候？请问要订什么时候？ And of course, maybe they do not say 请问 and only say 要订什么时候？要订什么时候？ Okay, full sentence again. 请问你要订什么时候的位置？请问你要订什么时候的位置？ Literally, politely asking, you want to book the seat for when? Okay. Now there are 2 options to answer. Number 1, 这个星期五晚上7点。这个星期五晚上7点。This Friday, 7 o'clock. This Friday, 7 o'clock. 这个星期五 this Friday. 晚上7点。晚上 means at night, the night time. 7点 is 7 o'clock. Or you reply with date, so to be more specific, okay? For example, 12月25号晚上7点。12月25号晚上7点。December 25th. So we say month first. We say the bigger amount, bigger range first, and then getting smaller and smaller. 25th, nighttime, 7 o'clock. 12月25号晚上7点。Now let's look at the word, the verb, 预定, 预定, 预定. It comes from, well, this word, this thing comes from 预定. 预, this word literally by itself means to do something in advance, to pre something, so P-R-E, this word. So if you want to use this 预定 phrase, you will combine with 位置, 位置. So, 定位 comes from 预定位置，预定位置。So how can you ask? 你好，我想要预定这个星期五的位置。你好，我想要预定这个星期五的位置。You see, it's easy. You mentioned you're gonna reserve a seat, a table, and you already mentioned when in one whole sentence. Okay, so you don't need to wait till they ask like what date. Okay, So here, 你好，我想要预定这个星期五的位置。And as I mentioned, if I put it in bracket, it's okay to omit it. So you just say, 你好，我想要订这个星期五的位置。But be careful, if you have an adjective, in this case, this Fridays, apostrophe S, and then seat, then you don't just say 位, you need to say 位置 as a complete phrase for the word seat, okay? 你好，我想要订这个星期五的位置。Hello, I want to book a seat for this Friday, or kind of like book a table. Or I want to reserve for this Friday. And the person, because you mentioned Friday, but you didn't mention what time, so they will ask you, 请问你要订几点的位置？请问你要订几点的位置？几点 is what o'clock, so what time. And the make this what time into an adjective for the seat. So actually it's like the seat for what time in English, but we make it like an adjective. It becomes what time apostrophe S and then seat. Literally, politely asking you want to book the seat for what time? 请问你要订几点的位置？ Now the customer can say 晚上七点 nighttime 7 o'clock. As I mentioned, in Mandarin, we say the bigger range, bigger time first. Also, when you are talking about address, we mention the bigger range of the area first. So we would say the city first, and then the county, and then the street, and then the number of the house, like that. It's opposite from English. So 晚上七点 7 p.m. or at night 7 o'clock. Now let's take a look at this part. It's even more specific. You just mentioned the whole thing, but use another way. You say, do you guys still have seat? Or are there still seat available? You mention the day, you mention the time in one whole sentence. 你好，我想要订位，请问这个星期五晚上7点还有位置吗？你好，我要订位，请问这个星期五晚上7点还有位置吗？ Hello, I want to book a reservation. 请问 politely asking 这个星期五 this Friday 晚上 at night 7 o'clock 7点还有位置吗？ Are there still seat? Okay, 还有位置吗？ So you can replace whatever time you want to reserve, and then just say, for example, if you want to ask tomorrow, okay, tomorrow, let's talk about noon, okay, so 请问明天 instead of this Friday, I want to say tomorrow, 明天 and then 中午 noon 12点 12 o'clock 12点还有位置吗？ Still have seat? Okay. Again, you can omit this part and just say 你好，请问这个星期五晚上7点还有位置吗？ Still have seat available? Answer 有 Yes, there are. Okay, we will talk about what if there's no seat left. Okay. How many people? 请问几位？请问几位？ Politely asking how many, and then 位 is the measure word. Okay. 位 is the measure word for people, for human, and it is a polite way. So in this case, we are talking about how many customers. If you just use 个, okay, this character, when you type on Google Translate, it will show you fourth tone, but as a measure word meaning, you pronounce neutral tone or fifth tone, 个, instead of 个, okay, is 个. isn't wrong grammatically to mention as 5 people, 2 people. But it just doesn't sound as suitable in this kind of situation because we are talking about customer, and usually in Asian culture, they would prefer using a politer measure word. And in this case, for human related noun, is using 位 this word. So 请问几位 how many people or how many? 两位 two people. Next part, how many people, but in some special situation. They might ask you, 请问需要儿童椅吗？请问需要儿童椅吗？儿童 means the children. And 椅 comes from 椅子 chair. So politely asking, do you need high chair or literally the children's chair? You know, the kind that kind of like had something go over their upper body and so they doesn't fall down from the chair. And then that thing that go over their upper body also work as a table for them. That thing. So politely asking, do you need high chair? 请问需要儿童椅吗? Okay. One way to answer is 不用谢谢不用谢谢 No need to. Okay. In this one, 不用 it shows fourth tone 不 but I pronounce as 不 second tone. This is because of the tonal modification rules for this 不 character. You can check out one of my video, which is tonal modification rule for 不 to know more about the rules, okay? But in this case, you pronounce as second tone. Even though Google Translate gonna always show you fourth tone 不 as the pinyin. So no need, thank you. The other answer is if you want to, you can just say 要一张 or 一张儿童椅谢谢要一张儿童椅谢谢 or omit 儿童椅 just say 要一张谢谢 Yes, one, thank you. Like that, okay? Number 4, information, please. So now they are going to ask you more about your information so they can write down for making the reservation for you. So they might ask, 请问贵姓? So usually don't need to remember or write down your full name, but they will just ask your last name. 请问贵姓? So 姓 this word, it can mean the family name, and why need to plus a word 贵? It can mean expensive, but in this case, it's another culture here that we apply it as to mention because we think we should use a politer form to talk to you or mentioning your last name. So 贵姓 is a very polite way usually used in the service industry when they are talking to the customer and so on. 请问贵姓? 请问贵姓? Literally is politely asking what's your last name. But here in English, maybe it's more like, could I have your last name, please? But literally it's just politely asking, what's your last name? Answer, 姓李, 姓李. When you are mentioning yourself, you don't say 贵姓李. 贵姓 is implying to the other person when you want to show your politeness. You don't say 贵姓 to yourself, okay? So you just say 姓 and then your last name. 姓李, 姓李. My last name is Li. Next one. We have 2 ways to say this part. One is 可以请你留一下你的手机号码吗？可以请你留一下你的手机号码吗？可以 may I, could it, could, able to, and so on. May I politely ask you, 请你留一下 leave your something something briefly, quickly, in a short time. 留一下你的手机号码 your cell phone number. 手机 cell phone 号码 number. Ma is the particle word at the end to make the sentence into a yes/no question. 可以请你留一下你的手机号码吗 ？Okay. Could you please or may I politely ask you to leave your cell phone number? Okay. Number 2 is 请问你的手机号码是几号？请问你的手机号码是几号？ Politely asking your phone number is what number? 几号？几号？ What is the number of your phone number? 请问你的手机号码是几号？ Maybe you will also hear some people use 多少. It can mean how many, it can mean how much. So you might also hear people ask, 请问你的手机号码是多少？请问你的手机号码是多少？ Okay? Politely asking, what's your phone number? And as we say, the word in the bracket is fine to be omitted. So you might also hear, 请问你的手机号码几号？请问你的手机号码几号？ Some cases you might also hear they say, 请问你的手机号码是 and then they didn't say 几号. It's kind of like politely asking your phone number is question word. Okay, so they didn't say what is the number, how much is the number, and so on. It's just 请问你的手机号码是 like that. They didn't they didn't finish the question and waiting for you to respond to it. Okay, and then you can just answer 0982 and then wait till the better way is about 4 word, 3 word, 4 digit, 3 digit, 3 digit. So for example, 0982 and then wait till they repeat 0982 and then you say 1 2 3 1 2 3 they reply 1 2 3 and then you say the rest of 3 numbers 000 and then they reply 000. Okay, so that's a better way instead of really just say the full 10 digit. Okay, next one, number 5, when no tables left. The person might say, 不好意思，这个星期五晚上7点已经客满了 or whatever time phrase you mention you want to reserve. Okay, 这个星期五晚上7点已经客满了。已经客满了 means literally it's already customer full or filled. Okay, 客 means it comes from the word 客人. 客人 means customer. 满 means something is full. So 已经客满了. And then at the front they will say whatever the time phrase you mentioned you want to reserve. Excuse me or sorry, it's full at 7 o'clock this Friday night already. 不好意思，这个星期五晚上7点已经客满了。Or they may say, 不好意思，这个时间已经客满了。Or omit the customer word and just say 满了。不好意思，这个时间已经满了。这个时间已经满了。So this time, whatever the time you mention or you want, 这个时间已经满了 or 已经客满了。Excuse me or sorry, it's full at this time already. The third option, 不好意思，这个时间没有位子了。这个时间没有位子了。Doesn't have seat anymore at this specific time you mentioned. 没有位子了 don't have seat anymore. Excuse me, normal seat tables at this time already. So this is what you may heard from the person when there's no tables left. Then you might ask, 那几点有位置？那几点有位置？ Literally, then what time has seat or has table? Literally, 位置 is seat. Okay, so that's why I translate seat. They might say, 6点半可以吗？6点半可以吗？ Or whatever time they are available. So 6 o'clock, half. 6 o'clock, half of it. So it means 6:30. Is it okay? Is it good? Option 1 you can say is 可以. 可以. Okay, be careful. 2 third tone together. The one at the end remain as third. The one in front become second tone. 可以. 可以. Yes, that's good. That's possible for me. Number 2. 好. 好. It means good, but it also means okay, to agree with the suggestion. Okay. What if the time they suggested doesn't work for you? Then you say, 6点半没办法，请问7点半或是8点有位置吗？6点半没办法，请问7点半或是8点半有位置吗？ Or you don't need to say A or B. You don't need to give them a lot of options to mention, oh, both of these options I mentioned work for me. Do you guys have seat at any of this? You can just say one of them. So, for example, 请问7点半有位置吗？请问7点半有位置吗？ Can make it for 6:30 or their seat for 7:30 or 8 o'clock. They may say 都有 emphasize both of them have seat. Okay, 都有 Or they might answer, 7点半有 or 8点有 Okay, so they will answer which one they have or both of them 都有 Then you can say, 那我要订 or 那我要7点半的位置谢谢那我要订7点半的位置谢谢 It's fine to omit the word 订 which is to reserve. You can just say, then I want the seat for 7:30. Thank you. Last part is double check. They will make sure the information is correct. So they might say, 那我跟你确认一下李小姐2位星期五晚上7点半电话是0982 blah 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 对吗？那我跟你确认一下 Then me and you double check briefly. 李小姐 Miss Lee 2位 2 people 星期五晚上7点半 Friday night time 7:30 电话是 The phone is 0982 blah 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 0982 something something 对吗 Correct? Then I double check with you briefly. Miss Lee, 2 people, Friday night 7 o'clock. Phone number is da 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 da. Is that correct? 对 right. 那这样就好了，谢谢。那这样就好了，谢谢。那 is like then. 这样 in this way, in this form. It's all good now. It's all fine now. 就好了。这样就好了 means, okay, it's done like this already. It's all fine like this already. Okay? Now let's go over the conversation quickly. 你好，我想要订位，请问这个星期五晚上7点还有位置吗？有。请问几位？2位。请问需要儿童椅吗？不用，谢谢。要1张儿童椅。谢谢，请问贵姓？姓李。可以请你留一下你的手机号码吗？请问你的手机号码是几号？0982 blah 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 blah。不好意思，这个星期五晚上7点已经客满了。不好意思，这个时间已经客满了。 不好意思，这个时间没有位子了。那几点有位子？6点半，可以吗？可以。好，6点半没办法，请问7点半或是8点有位子吗？都有。那我要订7点半的位子，谢谢。那我跟你确认一下，李小姐，2位，星期五晚上7点半，电话是0982 something something something，对吗？对，那这样就好了，谢谢。Okay, that's it for this video. If you want to check out more videos or even the tonal modification I mentioned about the 不 character rules, you can go check it out and find it in my YouTube channel. If you want to download this file's PDF and even the audio recording so that you can listen and review it while you're not available to read or watch the video or read the PDF, then you can go to my Koji page, Snack Size Learning part to download it. You can also support me there. At this part, you can donate me with the amount you prefer or you're comfortable with. Even clicking like, subscribe, and share this video with other people who are learning Mandarin is very helpful. You can also send me audio message to practice this file with me, and then I can send you audio feedback with the pronunciation. And if you need me to help you adjust the pronunciation, I can also use this to help you with my audio feedback when you send me one. Okay, that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.